Hey, what's up everyone? Unknown Gamer here again. So in today's video, gonna go over the Tyrant Mine seasonal Stronghold and try to show you guys what I found so far. So there's actually quite a bit to go over with this Stronghold. When you first spawn in and fly here, right to your left as soon as you enter, there is a orange node. Always spawns there. Every run I've done so far, it's been there. There's not really much else until you get up here to the first encounter. And when you first fly in to this encounter, there is a rabbit decoy. There's a couple of different spawn locations. When you first come in here, it'll either be on the left on the ledge, or it'll be on the right over here where this tree is on the ledge. In my case, it was neither. I actually had to do quite a bit of searching to find it in this particular room. There's also a legendary spawn as long as you grab the 5 red orbs as well. They are around the outside of the encounter. They start over here just actually below this. I'm kind of grabbing out of order here. This would be the second one that you come to. The first one's down here over the ledge. So after you grab these ones, you're going to want to fly one around, and if you pay attention as you're flying around, you'll notice on this one island over here where I'm about to drop in at, there is a red box that also gives you some blue nodes. So after grabbing that, just fly one around and continue to grab the red nodes. I do want to say it's important to get these before your team gets all of the echoes to silence the relic. Unfortunately, every run I've done so far, I've been stuck with a lot of very impatient people who just want to run through and not try to really maximize your score. So missed out on quite a bit on this run, but I'll explain it nonetheless as we go through. So after you get all 5 of the red notes, it'll spawn the legendary spawn. Take it out and basically finish silencing the relic there. And then I'll go over where we find the grab it decoy. It's just right up here on the bottom ledge. I actually flew past it multiple times before finding it. There is another spawn location for the grab it decoy in this room. It's on the other side with the grassy slope that kind of goes up. There's a lot of the mines in the place there. I've only seen it there once, and unfortunately I didn't get any footage of it. Moving on to this next area here, there is a legendary spawn as well as an orange note that spawns in here as well. And it's also where you find the second grab it decoy. So the orange node I find spawns more than likely in this room is actually when you first fly in, it's to the left. Back here where the echoes are in the cage, it's just right towards the back here. The only other location I found the orange node is down here by this turret, just to the right side of it, down where the water meets the ground. I've seen it spawn there once as well. So to spawn the legendary spawn, you need to take 3 echoes to these 3 things here. I'm not really sure what they're called. But you need to get all 3 before your team gets the echoes over there towards the relic. Unfortunately here, I only got 2 placed before one of my teammates came in and started taking them out. Sometimes it gets a little annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. This works a lot better if you have a group to play with. somebody that could be on the same page with you and really go through and try to maximize score. The gravid decoy sometimes will spawn up here above this little tunnel on the right side when you're looking back towards the first area. If it doesn't spawn there, the only other place I've found it so far is above the exit tunnel. That would be on the left side if you're looking towards the first spawn area. And it was right here on this little ledge. But moving forward here, once you silence the relic, you're going to go through the exit tunnel. There is a string of nodes, but if you collect in order, you'll get the epic node at the end. There's also a red box here as well that you can break open for some extra points. What I like to do when I'm running with friends is have somebody come over here while we're doing everything in the other room and collect these nodes. And what that can do is, if you get an extra multiplier, that can help your score total, because you're doing, you know, more with more multipliers. You can actually come over here and grab these while the first encounter is going on, actually. But here's the red box, and then there's the final note moving out into the tunnel here. So moving on through the tunnel here, this is where the hidden puzzle is. It's hidden, so to speak. But when you finally get around here, there's going to be a waterfall. When you're around the corner, it's going to be to your right, and there's an orange node that spawns there as well. Seems like my teammate already got it. But I want to show you guys where the puzzle is. I did not get a chance to do the puzzle on this one. But I will kind of explain it. This type of puzzle, there's 5 pieces laying on the ground, and when you lay off 5, a place marker in the middle spawns for you to be able to swap out puzzle pieces. But there is a lights on the back wall, so every time you place a piece, you know, if you got a piece in the correct position, it'll show a green light. So it'll show you how many you got right, how many you got wrong. But since I was trying to show the puzzle here, I got pulled ahead with my team. Behind where you go in the water there is a section of nodes. There's also, through this door, this orange node always spawns here. But the section in the water, if you go underwater down to the bottom, you'll see them, and the nodes will take you to a hidden room on the right side to collect the rest of them, and you can get another epic node that way. There is a second orange node that spawns in this room too. Usually if you fly down and you look up and look around, you'll see it. There's also a grab it decoy and a legendary spawn in this room as well. But the orange node usually spawns right up here, just underneath this ledge here. As for the legendary spawn, it's in the middle underneath the platform here. It's a simple puzzle. You activate it. It's kind of like the one in Sunken Cell. It'll tell you which pressure plate to activate first. Whether it be left, center, or right, and that's corresponding to the tunnels that are in the left, center, and right. You go down the tunnel and there's a pressure plate there. And you come back out and do the same thing over again. The gravits will also spawn either here, off to the side, or it'll be in one of the 3 tunnels. The last gravit is actually through this door, which my teammates already grabbed it. They went ahead of me while I was searching for it in the tunnels. There's usually an orange node that spawns here, and a string of nodes that spawn right through here. Since I grabbed that last gravit after they were already up this far, it spawned here, and my team, except for one guy, left it. So as you're about to see, we're about to get pulled to the rest of the team for the boss fight. It's very painful to miss out on that, but here's the final boss. It's pretty simple. He will jump around, climb up through the ceiling, come back down, spawn some adds along the sides down here. If you hit the boss on the fleshy colored material on the side, that's his weak point, so you'll do more damage that way. Pretty easy fight, he's easy to down. I highly recommend running this with a group of friends. There's definitely a lot of score to be had here. my first run, I think I tried it on hard mode first just to kind of get a feel for it, so I didn't have to really worry about dying. And I think we still got like 1.3 million score, which is better than I got on GM1 or GM2 with these guys who were just rushing through everything. But so when the boss heads up in the ceiling, you just got to kill the ads that spawn in 4 different locations around the room here. These little nests. Until he comes back down. What usually worked for me is I would drop my Eternal Squall, a couple of them, and the lightning effect that was left over afterwards would usually take them out. But the boss is about to drop back out, and we'll finish him off here. I'm sure there's probably a few things I've missed, and as I continue to run it through this week and I do find things that I have missed, I will be sure to include that in the comment section. If you guys notice anything that I've missed, drop me a comment, let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little later than I wanted it to be. Got kind of busy there with work, but anyway, thanks again, guys. If you wouldn't mind, throw me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks. See you next time.